Do you mind just giving me your name so I can check to make sure that you don't have any warrants or anything crazy like that?
Just Jacob.
Okay. Well, I'm going to need your full name. Anytime I have contact with someone, I have to identify them.
Okay? I'm not going to identify myself. I keep that information pretty private. So
the issue with that is I'm conducting an investigation regarding a complaint right now. Okay.
Yep.
So if you refuse to identify yourself, then I may have to take you into custody because you are failing to follow through with identifying yourself.
How can you tell shit tinted is illegal when he just now pulling it out? He just not pulling it out.
I can tell you right now.
You can tell it the tail lights are tinted, yeah. You can tell that the windows are tinted too.
We can both tell you from our experience.
Look it up.
Ma'am, you're the one citing it.
When I come back, and if you choose to continue, okay, and I come back and you choose to go to jail or deal with whatever consequences it is at that time, I will give you the ordinance then.
When a man quietly films from a public sidewalk, he's suddenly treated like a potential threat for holding a camera. What starts as casual recording outside a bank in Wisconsin escalates into false accusations, police dispatch, and demands for ID. But this isn't about security, it's about control. And when one officer threatens arrest over ID refusal, the tension between public rights and police overreach is exposed once again.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Just taking some videos.
Of what?
Just anything I can see from the sidewalk, really.
For what reason?
Just for myself. I can't get into it right now.
Okay.
So
it's a security risk for you to be filming the bank and our customers. So I'm going to ask that you stop filming our customers in the drive up and our bank, okay?
I'm not gonna stop filming. So.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna be here too much longer. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. I'll have someone come and talk to you then, okay?
All right, sounds good.
What's your name?
I don't give my name.
Okay.
Hello, can I just get your name and badge number so I know who I'm talking to?
Absolutely. Officer Higgins, badge number is 3529.
All right, nice to meet you. I would shake your hand, but
Yeah, looks like you.
yeah.
Rotator cuff or?
Labrum and bicep tendon. So.
I used to work in the medical field, and
Oh yeah.
I would say better you than me, but that would be insensitive. So. How'd you injure it?
Wrestling.
Wrestling? Okay. Where do you wrestle?
I'm not gonna answer those types
Okay.
of questions. So.
So, reason I'm out here, I received a complaint from the staff at the bank. Okay.
Yep.
They stated that you were inside the building filming.
No, never
No?
inside the building. Nothing like that.
Okay. So yeah, so they said that initially you were outside on the sidewalk like you are right now, which is totally fine.
Yep.
But they said that you had come into the bank onto their property and you were filming inside the bank.
No, that seems like a false police report to me. So that's a crime. So I would definitely go investigate that. But yeah no.
And I'll definitely be following up with them as well.
All right.
Okay. So basically, I'm just making sure you're okay, making sure everything's good. They were concerned since you had obviously the sling and everything.
Oh yeah.
They stated, or they reported that they commented to you that they advised that you stop filming inside of the building. You told them that you couldn't stop, and that's when you left the building. Does any of that sound familiar?
No, I was actually right here. I put my camera down, and I was about to leave, and then I was turned this way, and then I heard one of them come out, and then like standing right here, and they said that I had to stop filming, and I just told her, yeah, I'm not gonna stop the camera. So, and then she went back in there.
So they came out to you while
Yep.
you were on the sidewalk
Yep.
and talked to you. Okay, that's fair. Do you mind just giving me your name so I can check to make sure that you don't have any warrants or anything crazy like that?
Just Jacob.
Okay. Well, I'm going to need your full name. Anytime I have contact with someone, I have to identify them.
I'm not gonna identify myself. I keep that information pretty private. So.
The issue with that is I'm conducting an investigation regarding a complaint right now. Okay.
Yep.
So if you refuse to identify yourself, then I may have to take you into custody because you are failing to follow through with identifying yourself.
I mean, unless I've committed a crime, I don't identify myself.
That would be obstruction.
That's a secondary offense. You have to commit a crime
It would
before.
be obstruction if you fail to identify yourself when I'm conducting an investigation regarding you.
I'm gonna challenge you on that one. Do you have a supervisor that?
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
can he
I'll
come
have
out
him
here
stop
then?
out.
But you should definitely investigate that false police report, because that seems like a big waste of resources to
That
me.
is absolutely my intention. But you're the person that I had contact with first, so I wanted to get your side of the story before I go in and get their side of the story as well.
Well, you have my side.
Yep, exactly. And that's what I'm attempting to continue and follow up on.
All right.
Okay, so this is my supervisor. This is Officer
All right.
Abbott. Hi. Do
Badge
you mind-
number?
We don't have badge numbers. We have employee numbers, 252.
Oh, sounds good.
Okay. So I'm just going to kind of explain what's going on and everything and what you've told me thus
Yep.
far, and then we can go from there. So basically, I advised him of the complaint. He stated that he was never inside the bank, never on their property, only on the sidewalk.
Yep.
He stated that staff came out, had contact with him here. He advised them that he was not going to stop filming.
Okay.
I said, as long as he's not on their property, he's on the sidewalk, that's totally fine.
100%.
No issue with that whatsoever. I asked him to identify himself. He told me that his first name is Jacob. He refuses to identify himself any further.
Okay.
I told him that I am right here, right now, conducting an investigation regarding a complaint that I received from the bank. And if he were to refuse to identify himself, that could be considered obstruction. He states that that's secondary to the investigation,
Yep.
and it does not matter, and does not want to identify himself at this
Nope,
time.
that's fine.
And that's when he asked if he could talk to a supervisor.
Yep.
So I said, absolutely.
Nope, super simple. They just said you were filming some of the people going through the ATMs. They thought it was an invasion of privacy. You might be trying to get some people's PIN numbers or something. That was their main concern.
Yeah, I
don't
don't
know
even
what's
think
going on.
this. I don't even think this camera could.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Probably
no.
not. That was their main concern, was just privacy issues for people's bank accounts and stuff like that. I told them already that if you're on the sidewalk, you can film. There's no problem with that. I'm not going to force you to identify yourself or anything like that. They just don't want you on their property.
Yep.
So if you
yep.
stay on the public sidewalk, you're good to go, man.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. I was about to head out, but I'm just gonna stick around a little bit longer so it doesn't look like I got chased away, and then yeah, I'll be on my way. So.
That's fine.
Do you have any other questions for us at all then?
Other than, I mean, it was definitely a false police report if they said that I was in there with the camera. So I mean.
So
Didn't sound like you were in there. They said over by the ATMs is how they put it.
Oh, all right.
So that would be over by the ATMs. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're actually on the property. But
Yeah.
Yep.
The only-
And like
I
I
don't
said, I had contact with you and talked to you. I hadn't gotten information from them yet.
Yep.
I
All
got
right.
additional information, so that's
So
what
nothing
we've
that
got.
puts you against a state statute, city ordinance, nothing like that, where we can enforce identification. So no problem with that. Do your thing. Enjoy
All right.
recording. Just do me a favor, just stay out of the driveway.
Yep. Yep.
Obviously due to safety issues, but if you
Yep.
want to record and do your thing, obviously that's your right. So,
Yep. I'm not getting in the way of anybody or anything like
All right,
that.
Jake.
So.
Any questions, man? Otherwise, we're gonna let you do your thing.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Just-
take care of yourself.
Yep. Have a good one.
Good luck with the recovery on that shoulder.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
Out. Make sure everything's all squared away in there, and then we'll be on our way back to the truck. Everything all squared away in there?
Yep, we're good to go.
All right, sounds good. Have a good one.
How long you gotta have that brace on still?
About 4 more weeks. So yeah, I got surgery 2 weeks ago.
Rotator?
Labrum and bicep tendon. So
Ouch.
yeah, it sucked. Yeah, and then physical therapy after that, that's gonna be forever too. So
Lifting or what?
wrestling.
Oh, I was a wrestler.
Oh yeah. What weight class?
Well, I'm 39 now, but I
Yeah.
wrestled 17 years. High school was like 145.
Oh, nice.
So, long ages ago.
Yep.
Ages
Yep.
ago. You look a lot younger than me.
Yep.
All right, man. You take care of yourself.
Yep. You too.
I will try my best.
So the supervisor was very professional, knew our rights, upheld them. So that's what we like to see. case you were wondering, we're in Watertown, Wisconsin right now. So hopefully they got educated.
This encounter is a textbook reminder. Filming in public is not a crime, and refusing to give ID without reasonable suspicion is not obstruction. Know your rights. Because intimidation thrives on ignorance. When officers overstep, it's not about your behavior, it's about their boundaries. Stand firm, stay respectful, and always record. The camera doesn't just capture the truth, it protects it. What starts as a man pulling into his own driveway quickly spirals into a full-blown police standoff over tinted windows. 7 officers, threats of arrest, and a citizen just trying to go home. The more he asserts his rights, the more resistance he faces. But is this really about the law, or is it about power? This is where protect and serve turns into control and silence.
What's the problem?
He told something about text in my this.
Man, go ahead with that mess, man.
It's some bullshit, bro.
Man, his car is parked anyway. He's not even driving.
Bro, I just came from the store and bro still hot behind me.
Let me ask you a question. Are you part of this traffic stop? Are you in the car?
No, this is my house, though.
Okay, well then you can step back.
I can step back 10 feet just like the law says. There you go. That's enough space right there.
But you're not going to interfere with this officer and his stop.
I'm not interfering with nothing.
You walked up on the stop.
Man, I'm on my property. Exactly. Some damn bullshit. Talking about the damn tent. Much everybody got tent up this motherfucker.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not even doing nothing wrong, bro.
Okay, so here's
Wearing my fucking tent. This shit ridiculous, yo.
Illegal. If it's a
Shit,
illegal. Whether you believe it's wrong or not, it's illegal. You see what I'm saying?
So if he bought the car like that, that's still illegal.
It's still illegal. It don't matter.
But he bought the car like that.
People still sell drugs and it's illegal. You see what I'm saying? People are still going to sell illegal tent. It's illegal.
That shit bullshit, yo.
This is how it is, man.
That shit straight bullshit.
Hell, bro.
That shit straight bullshit.
Like, I pulled up to the crib, like, bro, like, I'm not even doing anything wrong. I can get that shit all fixed and changed.
I understand that. So let me ask you a question. Were you traveling on the roadway?
Yes, I was just coming back from the store.
That's fine. You're operating a vehicle on the roadway.
So I have a question.
Tinted tail lights, tinted windows.
How can you tell the shit tinted is illegal when he just not pulling it out? He just not pulling it
I
out.
can tell you right now.
You tell it the tail lights are tinted, yeah. You can tell that the windows are tinted
We can
too.
both tell you from our experience in this career that this is going to come back illegal. I promise you.
It's some bullshit to me.
The tint in South Carolina is the equivalent to a fishbowl.
To a fishbowl?
You ever looked at a fishbowl?
Yeah, like my car, a fishbowl.
You can see right in it, right?
And you can see me.
You can see right in that too.
No, you can't. Not to the equivalent of a fishbowl, my friend. It's illegal.
But y'all allowed to have tint and computers and everything in front of y'all car, in front of y'all when y'all driving though.
So my windows are tinted because I have a K9. Okay, so by federal law, that is mandated.
That's bullshit still.
Okay.
All that shit's still bullshit.
The back windows can be as dark as he wants them to be, but the front windows cannot in South Carolina.
That shit's
If
still
you don't
bullshit.
like it, then move to North Carolina, buddy. I mean, I don't know.
That's still bullshit.
The window was down so you could see who was in the car.
So is it illegal? Is the tent illegal?
Yes.
Of course you're gonna say that. You ain't gonna show nobody.
He said, of course you're going to say it, but you ain't going to show it.
Would you like to come over here and look at it when I put the tent meter on it?
Yeah, that would be nice. Because to me, it's some bullshit.
So legal tent in the state of South Carolina is 27%.
27.
Yes, sir. What's that say?
17.
Exactly. So it's illegal.
So why they sell 50% at the store then? Out here.
To make money. Why do drug dealers sell drugs? To make money.
What do drugs got to do anything with tent?
It's got everything to do with whether it's illegal or not. People are going to make their money somehow.
But
right?
that's two totally different things.
It's
Drugs and tent is two totally different things.
Still the same concept, right?
Nah, they not.
Are
Drugs,
okay, let me
drugs
ask
is
you this.
different.
Are
Drugs
drugs
is different.
illegal? Yes or no?
Yeah, drugs illegal.
Okay.
Hey, yo, bro, this shit about to fuck me up.
People are still going to sell it. Okay?
This shit about to fuck me up.
5% tint, anything below 27% in South Carolina is illegal. They're still going to sell it.
Hey, yo,
Whether it's
I still
illegal
think
or
it's
not,
bullshit,
I
though.
don't care.
I just talking because, like, honestly, yo, I just want to be able to go back home. I won't even drive this shit home no more. You feel me?
To me, it's bullshit. Because all this time, now it's the tent. Man, we already know what y'all motherfuckers is out here doing, so...
Do you?
Yeah, I know what y'all doing. Y'all crooked out here, man. Like, the fuck? Like,
Come on, man.
nah, fuck all that. Nah.
You know, your
Yeah,
buddy's
true.
trying to make this as smooth as possible, but you over here running your mouth and making it worse for me.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Y'all give me a
Well, you
word or
inserted
something?
yourself in a situation.
First name is Derek.
Damn bullshit. Power trips. That's what it is. This Gaffney police for y'all.
This officer was kind enough to still show you the tent, show you it was illegal.
That shit, they ain't got nothing to do with it.
Like, come on, man.
Still ain't nothing.
I'm working on some things, and I'm trying to get things straight in order, man. I promise you, if y'all can give me a ticket, I'll take care of this shit.
How you say first name?
DEREKGIBBONS.
That birth?
April 13th, 1992.
4/15/92.
Yes.
Is the registration and insurance for the vehicle about the vehicle?
The registration is in my mom's name.
Is it in the car?
No, it's not in the car. I mean, well, the registration's in the car. My mom, she got the insurance slip. It's in my mom's name. So,
You don't know the company.
I don't know the company or anything. It's just, come on, I need y'all to work with me. I really need y'all to work with me. Because I'm trying to get everything in order and everything right for me. Because, like, this shit is not me. Like, can y'all just write me a little ticket or something like that?
Everything that happens here is up to Officer Neal. Because he's the one that initiated the stop.
Yes.
So whatever he does is all on him. As far as everything goes. I can't speak for what he's going to do. I mean, I'm assuming you don't.
Yo, I swear police worry about the wrong shit, yo. The wrong shit. Y'all worry about the wrong shit. This motherfuckers out here shooting motherfuckers, and y'all out here worrying about goddamn tent. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy as hell.
I want to do this shit over. I promise you, I want to do this damn car no more. Like, I just need to go back to the break. It's hard.
Who's a who? Let me see a lot of rock. Appreciate it. This is some bullshit.
I just started working. I'm just starting to work on everything that I need to work on, man. I just got the job at Nestle. Like,
How long you been there?
I've been there for like now 2 weeks. Like, this shit is terrible, bro. Like, I don't even get in trouble, bro. Like, I'm not even a fucking troublemaker. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. I don't drink.
Elementary use?
Work with me, bro. I need y'all to work with me, bro. I'm begging y'all motherfuckers. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, I literally just made me some chicken salad, just wanted me some chips, something to drink. That's all I did, bro.
So my question is, so do y'all stop everybody with tent on your car, on their cars? You might as well.
No, it was like
You might as well. You might as well stop every car out here with tent then,
Well,
and check their tent.
When people aren't committing crimes, yes, we do stop cars. If they're doing something illegal, they get stopped.
I wasn't doing nothing illegal, but just.
I understand you don't feel that way, right?
But by the law, the tent is illegal, even though it's your personal property. How is that illegal?
And we're out here dealing with this because he wanted to insert himself in the situation, and now it's taking all of our manpower.
Actually, he's running it. He running whatever information he's running. Y'all talking. I'm saying whatever I'm saying. I ain't interfering with nothing. I can speak.
Nobody told you you couldn't, fella.
I still think it's some bullshit. You might as well stop every car out here that got 10 on their car. If it's like that.
Bro, I ain't even eat nothing yet today, bro. Like, this shit crazy, bro. how this shit working out and everything. Like,
Might as well stop every car out here. They got tint.
he didn't even turn his blue lights on until I was parked. So how is that even?
That's an illegal stop.
That's what I'm saying.
That's an illegal stop. That's an illegal stop. That's the illegal stop then.
I can't speak for what happened because I wasn't there.
Hey, I'm just sitting here like, come on, man. I'm going through
That's
too
an
much
illegal
already.
stop right there.
I'm going through too much already, and I don't need this on me right now, man. Do you believe this, bro?
It's some bullshit. Yeah, I know it's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. They know it's bullshit. They just don't want to admit it. That's all. They know it's bullshit. It's personal property. It's personal property. What does it matter if you're gonna see my car? You already can't look at my car without a warrant. What the fuck? What kind of shit is that? That shit retarded as hell. Like,
bro, can you work with me? My mom has the insurance.
she at work right now. She is not going to send that. She is at work.
Yes, it is. Can you work with me, bro? I'm going through a lot of shit right now, man. Mom, can you send me proof of insurance of the car, please? I understand you're in the middle. She's in the middle of a meeting right now, as you heard.
Ask her who the insurance is through.
Who's the insurance due for the car, Mom?
Look at the other sucker ass nigga right there.
All the processes, like I'm already parked at the house. He didn't even turn the blues on until I was parked, and the car was off.
It's about the tint, Ma. It's about tint.
Bro,
Nah, she need to know.
I got you, Mom.
Fuck is this?
I got you, Mom. I got you. The car is registered. Everything.
Yeah, a lot of cars for a tint.
What is going on?
It's a lot of cars for tint. That's crazy.
Registration's in my glove compartment.
I swear he asked you like about 4 times already.
I have nothing in my car. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do nothing wrong.
The fuck? Really though? All this for a tent, bro? Y'all crazy, y'all wild out here. Y'all is wild out here. How am I going to jail for speaking?
If you cuss in public one more
In
time.
public? Are you,
Yes, sir.
Man, you hear this?
This is
Cussing in public?
Yes, sir.
Man, it's freedom of
called breach
speech,
peace.
Brody.
It's called breach of peace.
Breach of peace? I'm
That's
on my
correct,
property.
sir. That is a
I'm on my
state
property.
statute. If they can hear you in the public.
Ain't nobody out here. Ain't nobody out here.
He's calm and collective. I don't understand.
I'm calm. This is
You
me
ain't
calm.
Then you ain't
Trust and believe I'm calm.
Okay.
This is me being calm. Well, I don't understand this motherfucking goddamn 2, 4, 6,
What'd you
7,
say?
7 cops out here for
What'd you
10.
say? Didn't I tell you not to cuss again? This is my last one.
These motherfuckers. Y'all swear to God, bro. I ain't even. Y'all, hold on. Are you serious, bro?
When the law becomes a tool for harassment and silence is demanded in place of accountability, we've lost more than patience. We've lost justice. Tinted windows shouldn't justify 7 cruisers. Knowing your rights is essential, but so is documenting every second. Because when the truth is inconvenient, the camera becomes your only shield. Stay calm, stay recording, and never stop questioning the authority that fears transparency. A man stands on a public sidewalk with nothing but his voice and a message. Armed with conviction and a traffic cone, he pleads for unborn lives outside a clinic. But soon, officers arrive, not to protect free speech, but to suppress its volume. What unfolds is a battle not over violence, but decibels, where the right to speak is slowly drowned by discomfort and vague ordinances. Is protest only allowed when it's quiet?
Exercising my First Amendment rights with a cone, yeah.
On a public sidewalk?
Yep.
Yeah, but when you're screaming and yelling, you're also disturbing peace.
Well, it's my First Amendment right, ma'am.
To scream and yell?
To use my voice.
Yes.
You're
using your voice right now.
Yeah.
I have an issue with that. But when you're screaming and yelling, when you're disturbing someone else's peace, that's when it becomes an issue.
Well, what ordinance am I violating, ma'am?
Disturbing
Well,
the peace, you can look it up.
well, but, ma'am, I have freedom of speech to do this. I'm not.
Everyone's telling you that you can't say what you're saying. All I'm asking is for you not to scream and yell.
Well, ma'am, that is.
Absolutely right. If
Yeah.
you're talking like we're talking right now, by all means, continue to say what you would like to say. I have no problem with that. It is when you scream and yell and you start to disturb someone else's peace that it becomes an issue.
Well, ma'am, that's the First Amendment protects my right to raise my voice so people can hear me. And I've been doing this out here alone.
I can hear you just fine at this
But
level.
they can't hear me, ma'am. That's why I have to raise my voice.
Okay.
Say
But
somebody was
again-
about to commit suicide, and the only way of interceding is to protest what they're about to do loudly from a distance away.
But we don't allow people to hurt themselves.
Well, you're allowing babies to be murdered in here, ma'am.
Right.
You're allowing babies to be murdered in here. This is a crime scene.
I'm not allowing anybody.
You're allowing babies to be murdered.
So obviously that's illegal.
Well,
It's a legal business.
So is Nazi Germany, ma'am.
Okay.
And
So I'm gonna just ask, because I'm not gonna get into this debate.
Okay.
Right? You have the way you feel. I have the way I feel. Has absolutely nothing to do with why I'm here. I'm just gonna ask that you please not scream and yell.
Okay.
Okay? Because again, that does become an issue with us because you are disturbing someone's peace. So that's all I'm gonna ask.
And if I don't comply with that,
Well, then I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when that occurs. Hopefully that's not the case. Because again, you have every right to be here. I know that. You have every right to say what you want to say.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
absolutely right. I'm just asking that you not disturb the peace while you do that. I think that's fair.
I don't think it's fair to the babies being murdered in here. Their peace is being violently disturbed right now.
But again, that has nothing. That is your belief.
Ma'am, it's a fact. It's a fact.
It's a belief.
Okay,
Unfortunately, it is. But again, I don't want to go down that route because we're gonna.
Well,
we're not gonna
that's why you're here. That's why I'm here.
And again, I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with you being here for those reasons. I'm just asking that you not scream and yell because you are disturbing.
And I'm going to politely decline because these babies need my voice. And unless you can give me an ordinance, a law that
The
I'm.
baby can't even hear you.
Well, hopefully their mom can hear me. Hopefully their mom can hear me, and their mom will choose to love their baby because she heard a preacher pleading for her baby's life. Right? A baby could be saved through my raising my voice. I'm gonna consider this, officer, and I want to be respectful to you, right, Officer Minks, M-I-N-K-S, and your badge number 216, right? Badge number 216. Officer Minks, I want to be respectful to you because you deal with jerks, maybe a lot, BLM, Antifa. I don't want to be a jerk to you. I want to be respectful. That I don't think about this. Okay, you may not believe this, but I do, as a Christian, that not just people, but children are being murdered here. So for someone who believes that, what's worse, someone's temporary peace being disturbed because they hear a preacher not even using a megaphone, raising his voice, or a baby's life could be saved. Maybe 2 or 3 children or more children could be saved because I'm pleading for their lives. Their mom hears me and walks out. What's more important, that they hear my voice and walk out and love their baby, or that this person's doesn't have their peace temporarily disturbed by just my raising my voice, exercising my First Amendment rights.
You have your choice to be out there. They have the choice to do whatever it is they choose to do.
And
So my point is, you want to talk about being respectful.
Yeah.
We're not being respectful because being respectful, all I'm asking you is not to be loud. That's it.
And in respect
and
for
respectfully declining, that's still not being respectful just because you're saying it in a nice way. I'm asking you to do something and you're still refusing to do it.
Ma'am,
It has nothing to do with being honest.
let me ask you this: if police die on the job every day, right? For all you know, you may die on the job today. I might die doing this today. We all have an appointed time to meet God. If someone came over here and was going to try to kill you as an officer, would you want me to do everything I possibly could to try and stop them? scream at them, stop, or try to intervene. You'd want me to do that. These babies.
Legally.
Well, yeah, and this is legal for me to raise my voice and reach
Not
them.
when you're disturbing someone's peace. And just because I don't have the ordinance doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You have your handy dandy little phone.
You're welcome to look it up, man.
If I were to ask you the ordinance, you could pull it up and find it for me. Do the same thing with disturbing
Well, ma'am,
the peace.
that's you're saying that I'm disturbing the peace. You're welcome to look up the ordinance. You're saying that I'm.
And so are you.
Well, ma'am, I'm not the one.
I don't have to because I'm.
Well, actually, you're a public servant. You serve me. You're a public servant. You serve the public, right?
Serve the community.
Yeah, and I'm part of the community. So are these babies, and
Babies
so
are not part of the community yet.
they are.
It's an opinion.
Actually, Kansas law affirms that.
I'm not going to go down with. I'm not going to go down that road with you.
Well, Kansas law affirms that they're part of the public. From the moment of fertilization, these are human beings.
Then
Kansas
it would be
statute.
illegal if that was the case, but it's not.
No, we affirm that humanity, but we also say it's okay to murder them, right? We know there's Kansas law, statute 65-6732 affirms that these are human beings from the moment of fertilization. Even the Department of Health affirms these are human beings in the womb, but we allow them to be murdered. We are hypocrites and inconsistent in this country, but we recognize these are human beings. Everybody knows it, but they suppress the truth and unrighteousness, Romans chapter 1. And the First Amendment does allow you to disturb people's peace with your, they may not allow a megaphone in some cases, but I'm not using a megaphone. I'm raising
Why
my.
do you have it?
What's that?
Then why do you have the megaphone if you're not using it?
I know. I'm saying that.
I'm asking the question. Answer the question.
No, I don't have a megaphone with me. I'm using my voice.
It's in your hand.
I have a cone. This isn't a megaphone.
Okay, then why do you have the cone?
To make my voice a little louder, so these babies.
So you're using it as a megaphone,
Well,
as you would use a megaphone.
Well, it's not.
Right?
It's like electronic amplification. I'm saying I'm not even using that. I'm using my voice with a cone. And the First Amendment. And the First Amendment.
You just told me that you weren't using it, and now you're telling me that.
No, I'm not using the megaphone. I'm using the cone.
You just said you were.
No.
Same thing.
Ma'am.
What does the cone do? It amplifies your voice. So you're using it in the same manner that you would use an a
megaphone is much louder. This is quieter than a megaphone.
You were calling from this place?
I don't know who called. Someone called and said that you guys are being loud.
Yeah, well, praise God, being loud for little babies being murdered, and you're not protecting them.
I've already told you. If we get another call, then we'll deal with whatever comes next.
Okay, well, you'll need to cite an ordinance that I'm violating.
Look it up.
Ma'am, you're the one bringing it up to me.
I am.
Please, please do your job and look it up for me.
I'm not going to look it up.
Okay, well then I'm not going to stop unless you give me an ordinance.
Again, do whatever you feel you need to do.
That's what this is what I need to do.
There also is a law that you have to do what police ask you to do.
Unless
when we give you a lawful order, you got to do it.
But you have to cite it.
I don't have to cite it.
Yes, you do, ma'am.
No, I don't.
Well, then what would your cite arrest me with?
I just told you, disturbing the peace.
What ordinance or law is that?
Look it up.
Ma'am, you're the one citing it.
When I come back, and if you choose to continue, okay, and I come back and you choose to go to jail or deal with whatever consequences it is at that time, I will give you the ordinance then. Okay?
After you cite me, arrest me, or before?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. But right now, I'm not going to give it to you. I don't have it with me, so I can't give it to you.
Oh, ma'am, I've had police out here.
Stop yelling.
Well, I'm not going to stop raising my voice, ma'am.
Perfect.
You've yet to give me a law or ordinance that I need to follow.
I've given you a lawful order to stop this.
No, that's your request. That's not law. Your request is not a law.
Again,
it is?
Interpret it how you would like to interpret it.
Ma'am, you told me disturbing the peace. That is so broad. That's not a law or an ordinance.
But I explained to you what your actions were doing that you're disturbing the peace.
Okay, well,
it's not broad. It's very
That's very broad, ma'am. No, that's not specific, ma'am. That's very broad.
I'll give you specific.
It's very broad.
Stop yelling and stop disturbing other people's peace.
Ma'am, my peace is being disturbed by these babies being murdered. My peace is being disturbed.
You can move yourself.
I can't, ma'am.
You choose to be here.
Yeah, because babies are being murdered.
Okay.
Babies are being murdered.
The only reason that anything is disturbing you is because you're putting yourself in the situation.
Yeah, because Jesus said to love your neighbor as yourself.
I'm not disputing it. It's a choice.
Yeah, and these babies don't have a choice as their skulls are being crushed, as their arms and legs are being torn off their body.
I'm not going to dispute that with you.
But you just don't want me to raise my voice so that their moms may choose to love their babies. Are we more concerned about someone's temporary peace being disturbed than a baby being murdered?
Yes, because that's what I got called out here for.
So someone's temporary peace being disturbed is more valuable, more important than a baby's having his head cut off.
Today it is, because that's what I'm here for.
Would you say that Nazi Germany? Okay. Someone's peace being
I'm not going to dispute anything else. So I've asked you, I've given you, you continue to do what you want, and we'll go from there, and it is what it is. So
okay, well,
you guys have a good
please go look up the ordinance, ma'am, that you say I'm violating. Officer, real quick, Officer? May I talk to you for another, officer? Man, please call your supervisor if you're going to come back out here. I want to speak to your supervisor because you don't know the law. I want to speak to your supervisor.
Bob said he'll give you a call. He's not going to come out here, so he'll give you a call.
You're a supervisor?
Yep.
Okay.
So what's your a name and number he can contact
You don't need my information, ma'am. I'm not going to answer questions. Unless, if you give me a law ordinance I've broken, you'll get my information. Until then.
You just said you wanted to talk to my boss, and I just said he will call you, so
yes, and
how
you
am
don't
I
need.
going to have him call you if I don't have your name and a phone?
Hey, he can come out here.
He's not going to come out here. He said he will call you.
He's not
going to come out here.
Okay, I'll give you my number. That's all you're gonna get though. It's 316-737-5967.
Can I get a first name?
Oh, Nicholas is my first name.
Huh?
Nicholas. Okay.
Here's your ordinance.
Okay. It's a lot of it says unnecessary noise prohibited. Does that require a decibel meter reading, ma'am? Don't they have to measure that with a decibel meter? Ma'am, can you answer my question, please? Ma'am, do I need to file a complaint since you're not serving and protecting part of the public here? I'm asking you questions and you're refusing to answer some of them. That's not very professional for a law officer, ma'am. I hope you'll come back and answer my questions, ma'am.
You do not have to have a decimal out here.
Actually, the law said, can you bring that over here real quick?
I'm telling you, I called and spoke with the prosecutor. You do not have to have a decimal for that, okay? If I can hear you inside, which I can, okay, he can bring it over here. I've already spoke to someone. I already have the ordinance.
Okay.
I've already looked it up.
Let's look at, okay,
So
we have the ordinance here.
I'm not going to dispute this. I'm going to let you know, okay?
Well, can we answer? You're saying I'm guilty of committing an ordinance.
I can't.
So what's
There is a decibel measurement at a given time. Yes, there is right here in subsection.
Please listen.
That's fine. We're not in. You're not in the same subsection that we're in. So.
It's
okay.
yes. Okay. Well, here we go.
In different subsections.
In
Either
C
way,
of the very
I'm just
one
going to
in.
let you know. I didn't even put the subsection on there.
You don't even care about your own law that you're
not even listening.
I just read it.
Well, we're reading it here. Maybe we're trying to read it to you.
I spoke to the prosecutor before I came out here and said anything to you. I wanted to make sure that what I said to you was correct, which is what I did. So I'm letting you know. There does not have to be a decimal reading for this.
This says
that's
there
fine.
needs to be.
That's fine. So if
it shall be a defense to charges filed against pursuant to subsection of section 7.41.
If they can hear you from inside, okay, which I can hear you from inside.
Praise God. Praise God.
There you go.
He's got 55 to 60 decibels.
Continue.
From 25 feet away from him.
You don't be so loud. And as a matter of fact, all he's asking is for you not to go down there. That's all he's asking for you to do.
Who's asking to do that?
Just not scream. The business.
Okay, well, my First Amendment right gives me the right to do that.
Okay.
Every legal right.
Please continue to do what you're doing. If you feel that that's your right, I am telling you.
You know it's my right.
What it is. If I knew that was your right, sir, I wouldn't be here.
I don't believe so.
And that's fine.
You know the First Amendment, right?
That's fine. Nobody's taking your First Amendment.
You're telling me to keep it down. I'm not going to.
Okay, and that's fine. That's fine. Then again, deal with the consequences. It appears that you have dealt with consequences before.
Yeah, I've dealt with other cops like you who don't know respect the law. I have.
I do respect the law.
No, ma'am, you're not respecting the First Amendment right now.
Yes, I am.
So
what does the First Amendment say that I'm not allowing you to do?
My freedom of speech. You're trying to suppress that.
I'm not asking you not to talk.
You told me I could not raise my voice, right?
I did.
You asked me.
To where the business,
That's freedom of speech.
that it's bothering the business, and we have a city ordinance.
Ma'am, you're bothering me right now. Are you breaking the law right now?
I wouldn't be here.
You're bothering me right now.
Doing it. That's fine.
Babies are being bothered to death. That should bother you even more.
I'm not going to dispute that. I'm not going to dispute that because that is not something for me. I can't do anything about it. If I could, then I would.
Okay,
this business would not be here. But unfortunately, this is the way it is.
Yeah, babies are being murdered and you're protecting the murderers. And I got to speak up for these children because you're not protecting.
And I'm not asking you not to.
Okay.
I'm not asking you not to do that.
Okay, I'm going to keep raising my voice then.
Okay.
Is there...
And again...
And
you know what I've said. I've given you the ordinance, okay? If it continues and they do call back, because I've heard you in there, I can hear you in there.
Praise God.
I know that it is bothering the business.
Oh, praise God. Bothering baby killers. Praise God. Ma'am, I do. Are you going to cite or arrest me if I continue? I do want to know that.
I'm not going to give you an answer, okay?
Well, just know you have to warn someone before you cite or arrest them. You have to warn them. And if you are, then I would, you need to warn me. But before that, I would request to speak to your supervisor.
Okay, and I told you he would call you.
Okay, he hasn't called me yet.
Okay, well, I haven't given him the message because I'm still out here tending
Okay. Okay, well, and I hope that you'll serve and protect my freedom of speech. You're not protecting these babies, but protect my freedom of speech. Well, earlier you were violating it. You were telling me to keep it down, and so please protect my freedom of speech, and I'm going to continue to do your job, officer, because you're not doing it. Stop murdering children! God says you shall not murder! You shall not murder! Love your baby mama! Love your baby father! Your baby needs you right now!
The First Amendment was never about comfort, it was about courage. Whether we agree with the message or not, free speech loses its meaning when volume becomes the crime. When officers can't cite a law but still threaten arrest, we must ask, whose peace are they really protecting? In a society where silence is safe and protest is punished, the only real offense is speaking too loudly for those who cannot speak at all.